Exceptional amenities, including a complimentary golf membership with a cart and unlimited weekday play. And when it's time to take a break from teeing off, Meadow Greens has so much to offer. You'll love tailored social activities and fine dining, not to mention panoramic views. Relax on the terrace as you soak up the rich green of the golf course and the snow-capped mountains beyond. Meadow Greens is a place where your independence is valued, your needs are taken care of, and your safety is their highest priority. It's retirement living at its finest with a vibrant community focused on the things you love. Call Meadow Greens today to arrange a private tour. Call 360-354-8200 and online at meadowgreenslinden.com.
Positive work and priorities of local law enforcement. As first responders, their duties demand dedication. LTI, a Northwest leader in bulk transportation. And by Angel of the Winds Casino Resort, there's something for
home requires a different amount of heating and cooling to keep you comfortable. At Mars, we do a careful home analysis to make sure your system is sized just right. And we install trusted brands like ours. Visit us online at marsheating.com. That's MARRS heating.com. For out-of-this-world service, call Mars.
Subject to credit approval. Call for details.
4th of July Day, Sunday, here at the Hagen Diamond at Joe Martin Field. I heard an echo in my headset. That's why I stumbled over my stand out on the diamond. And we are getting set for first pitch, which is nearing oh so closely. Let's get to the pitching matchup today. And
are throwing a lefty, Justin Miller from Purdue Fort Wayne University, and the Mastodon making his play. Two of them already here at Joe Martin Field for West Coast League Player of the Week. Out of the 4th inning both times, allowed 4 earned runs. His last couple of starts had an appearance in Yakima, just went an inning and a third. Only Justin Miller in his last 3 appearances, at least in league play. Fastball, really good 12-6 curveball, and we'll mix in a changeup at
this game. We'll see how just a week ago when the Cascade Collegiate given up 3 hits, no runs, including the non-conference opponent town just a couple weeks ago. And in that Sunday matchup, will a fastball change-up and curve, and really does today, and he's got a good hot streak.
Successful last time he was here at Joe Martin Field. Behind him in his last few appearances is going to...
A little bit of a chip on there today on this 4th of July. Lined up right for Bellingham, 14 runs to 2, and they defeated Port Angeles. Out in left field, and we will also talk to Riley.
Accident or pain keeping you from the activities you enjoy most? This is Dr. Jeanette Penner, a physical therapist and owner of Capstone Physical Therapy. Our Capstone team of physical therapists, an accident, surgery, or any other pain-causing or life-altering condition, our therapists will take the time to listen and understand, and an L&I-approved return-to-work program. We recently opened new...
Capstone Physical Therapy. Voted Best of the Northwest for the help you today at capstonept.com.
This popular event starts and finishes a reroute. Choose your distance and line for lodging options. You'll be riding for a great cause, including...
Back in 10.
This commercial was generously donated by .com.
From the Bells and the visiting Port Angeles.
Lefties will lead off with the leadoff. He secured himself and playing third base. Shea Tom, he's over at first today. Bryce Matthews out in left field. Jack Holman back. Justin Miller on the mound.
4th of July weekend series. It's going to be a good one. We're getting in center field for the Bells. Bronson Rivera field. Cole Hinkleman batting cleanup. Backs. Charlie Somm is at. And Riley Parker is in the starting lineup for the first time since Verona, who has gotten on base every plate appearance this season. Tonight, and of course, Will Armbruster on the mound. Tellier Lundquist, who's up here in our broadcast booth with us. Who's
Bryce Matthews, 3rd game here with the
start summer ball.
Basically not seeing live pitching.
EJB, so I'll be ready for this game.
The outfield, what is it about that spot that, and in terms of what you've seen in the
we want this win, so we're gonna be pushing for a W. It was fun seeing the fireworks last night.
Well, here I am, up
great bat in order to
Malachi went all out for baseball series for Yugo Hamakawa. But in the top of them was grounded. Are you to play on this Sunday day game, 4th of July?
It's awesome, you know.
Being read here on the Bells side quickly. And come back, chat with online at 989kba.com.
And it could work for you. I quit smoking. I didn't have creatine. So what do you got to lose? I'll tell you what you got to lose. A very bad habit.
I'm guaranteed. Designed to work without anxiety. In Bellingham and Wednesday, July 7th at the...
We have job openings. We have HireMeWa openings today. Plus, job seekers can post resumes, too. Through the power of radio, WillA.com is live now and free to post.
And AM 930 KBay. My community means everything to me. The training and leadership skills I get from the Army National Guard help me every day when I teach young.
Sponsored by the Washington Army National Guard. Aired by the
So we go down to the clubhouse pregame with Bell's head coach Adam Giesland. Coach, happy 4th of July.
On a day like this, it's awesome.
A really special night last night, too.
That was a fun game for us. And then, that fireworks show after the game was impressive. That thing just kept going on and on and on. So
Knight really coming into form, finding his own groove, made it on base.
Comfortable each day. We know what a talented of him. He's fit right into the clubhouse and things like that. But there's the success.
Slump, he got a couple of hits. Your thoughts about A.J. Davis? And then
is always there. He'll run the bases well. He's an awesome teammate. So every true ball player that you want a bunch of on your team because he's fantastic. Up today, expecting big things.
And A.J. Davis is back at second base for the first time in quite a while.
First with a fastball at 80 head on his first batter, 0-2. Has the ability to spin off, remain at 0-2. This is game 3 between Port Angeles and Bellingham. Together. Yes.
The last 2 days especially.
As a great mix that he has against left-handed bat base today. And he has become a very... Hamakawa does the same for the Bells most days. And swing and a miss on the inside. 89, 0-2. Armbruster. Chest height, kicks and fires another swing and a miss. Will Armbruster.
Will Armbruster coming into today's 4th of July ball game. He is off to a good start here this afternoon.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good ratio. Armbruster has been around the zip plate. He will ground that one straight back. 9 pitches to get out Malachi Knight when we come back.
This July, with over 100.
Details.
I'm Naheem muscular dystrophy. NMDA is in adults with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and
next day delivery and amazing price.
Back in 10.
Line 24/7 at WilsonHomeFurnishings.com.
With Ryan Carlson, Justin Miller on the mound for the lefties. He throws ball 1 high, and count goes to 1-1. Miller and Schmidt, a quick play at third. The tag on Jernan is not executed by Shea Schmidt on the throw. That one, Thomas off the bag on the home plate side of first. He swings and fouls off the first pitch.
Just like you said, drag Shea Thomas off the bag. As good from Shea Thomas, he just missed him.
And there are a couple of reasons for the lefties. Prefers not to have to block strikeout for Justin Miller.
Lit up the firework night. 5 out of 5 of his plate appearances last night. Really coming into form for the Bells.
It's always fun to be able to play in front of the Bellingham faithful, especially when the breaking ball that catches the outside corner 1-1 the count. He takes off towards third. Holman the throw down. Malachi Knight's count moves to 2.
Got his first RBI as a Bell last night also. So producing some off.
Trying to work in the zone a little more frequently than his last couple appearances as the 3-1 and now has reached base safe.
On board, and like you said, runners on the corners. 1 out, bottom of the first. Bell's threatening here.
First pitch misses low and into Hinkleman season, as did Charlie Somm, as they were busy making it out of the regional. Beat Bells, as that is the 3rd stolen base already. Stolen 2nd. Count is to Schmidt over at 3rd. And both runners with 2 outs for Miller in the bottom of the first.
Sounded like his bat may have cracked on that.
And whenever you don't go around full that a normal swing will grab, Charlie Somm stays alive. Roster as well as Cole Hinkleman.
Graduating from Thousand Oaks High School championships, did his high school.
Miles an hour. And Somm gives no chase to the lefties' right field line into the Bells bullpen. With an throwing error from Coleman from Miller. Breaking ball swing. The lefties will bring up Lake, Shea Thomas, 9K Bay, and online at 9.
If you like texture and cream the way it was meant to be, you will never settle for less. We truly are, pound for pound, the best around.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
Credit unions are powered by members, and the value
more than just money.
Supporting academic success. Supporting healthy.
Welcome you back here to Joe Martin Field. First at bat in the top of the second underway. Armbruster spotted up the first fastball taken for a strike by Garrett Lake and then fouled off the second fastball. And Armbruster been pretty consistent by Armbruster. He will get ahead with the fastball and then throw in a changeup to mix up the speeds, especially against left-hand. 1-2 fastball fouled straight back into the mesh netting by Garrett Lake.
Lake would like to return to his normal form when it comes to playing the bell, top of the 8th, to right field. And he was just
certainly trying to refine his groove, if you will. Garrett Lake takes the fastball upstairs to move the count to 2-2. Garrett at 2-2. Armbruster has primarily gone with the fastball. That changeup he just threw in the 2-4 slider to a left-handed batter. He has been exclusively fastball change. Now the 2-2 area. And we stay at 2-2.
I'm trying to find out how to correctly Jason to left field. That's what I got right now.
It is a little clunky, I will admit.
Because it is that way.
Well, in the meantime, Armbruster throws a ball high to Garrett Lake, and the count goes full. Pitch number 9 of the at-bat on the way. I think this is going to be an ongoing thing for you, is trying to figure out the best way to say it. I like field line. Everyone knows that if it's a seating area, it has to be in foul territory.
Yes, that's true.
I believe that makes sense.
I guess I'm just thinking a little bit too much about it.
Garrett Lake fouls another one off, and we stay at 3-2. Got Lake on a 10-pitch at-bat, and that is a big win for Armbruster to lead off the top of the second. He's up to
inning 9 pitches, 8 of them strikes, 2 strikeouts via the changeup for Armbruster.
And that breaking ball is in for strike 1, 82 miles an hour with some arm side bend. In for a called strike to Shea Thomas. 0-1. Armbruster already has his pitch and fouled off by Shea Thomas. He's about 88 to 89. Armbruster touching 90, and if he's really feeling good, may get up to 91 occasionally. He has an 0-2 count against Shea Thomas from Edmonds College. Armbruster kicks and deals that one in the dirt, blocked up by Son behind the dish. 1-2 count. Is with Garrett Lake and still being able to execute a pitch. The 1-2 from Will Armbruster, swing and a miss again. And into Shea Thomas and a swing over the top. Back-to-back strikeout. The lefties today. First pitch to Matthews, fouled off. That was in the first inning. Now in the second inning, he has himself on 3 hops. And once again, a quick inning. And all 4 of his Bellingham bells. 98.9 K-Bay. And online at 989kbay.com.
At Rod's Japanese
to older
Drive in Bellingham.
Hi, this is Marcia Neal from Vibrant USA. Are you looking at retiring soon? Whether you are eligible, call today, and one of our knowledgeable at 866-733.
A rather good inning and a half so far for the stranding them by striking out Charlie. 2 innings, just 25 pitches. He's working quick and staying out in front. That's a big thing for a pitcher, is to get ahead of the second he takes a breaking ball in for strike 1 from Miller.
That's a good point about arming the fatigue as much, but doing a good job staying consistent, working real well, real quickly.
Ball out of the hand of Miller. He goes ahead 0-2 does Justin. He already rocks, lifts, deals. Another breaking ball just missing inside. Went 3 on the spinner that he throws. A 1-2.
But prior to that, run a 2-run home run in the top of the second. That was when the Bells were visiting in the bottom of the 5th.
Fastball spotted up on the outside. Black swing and a miss by Sterling. 1 1/3 into
work from the starting pitchers. That's what we've got so far. Good work for both starting pitchers today.
Well, the recent 20 walks, which will result in long games. The 2-0 is swung on and fouled back, but proved himself to be solid in the middle infield. He's playing shortstop today for Bellingham. The 2-1 from Miller turned around to bunt, but pulled it back in there. All white attire with the sleeveless. That one thrown in for a strike. The gray stripe with issued by Justin Miller as Riley Park Eastland before the game as well. You said it was great for him to get that confidence boost yesterday.
That was a monumental confidence boost for AJ. On June 26th, Davis in the high-scoring 14-run affair.
The read for the man on the first 8. Miller checks on Parker yet again. That's a big part of the bell. That one skips across home plate, blocked, but when you see Justin Miller strike out the first guy.
And after the walk to Riley Parker, Justin Miller notably obvious to getting that that second K to Riley Parker, letting the walk go.
And the Davis count goes to 2-1. And Miller, although he had 2-1, is check swung and fouled straight into the netting on the first. But regardless, in Riley Parker, Emilio Corona, the man on deck for the Bell. And yet another full count for Justin Miller, his second.
Off pitch coming for Justin Miller.
And this is going to be telling of kicking smoothly, makes the grab, elevated a little bit, caused the fly ball. We just can't speak highly enough of him. Had 4 hits in the first game, another pair.
And 4 for 4 Friday night. Last night from a batter's standpoint for the Bells in terms of Purdue and Bell.
First pitch into the UW Husky is high and away.
Another K under his belt, but he'll take it nonetheless.
To Corona, who goes ahead at 2-0 in the count. July 4th here in Bellingham in the bottom of the second. Taylor Lundquist with you alongside Bellingham Bells. Corona has been tested with against lefties is really just hard fact. What he can do is a lot.
Yeah, on the 2-0, a good location from Justin Miller again. And now a knotted count at 2 apiece with
to tie him, as that one is just tapped foul. 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Miller kicks and fires 2-0. Breaking ball, just bats that just kill your pitch count. Already in the game, Parker takes off. The 3-2 is ripped. Miller, a long inning, but gets out of it. Up on your home for Bellingham Bells Baseball 98.
Fan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss.
Port Angeles Lefties here on July. Brewster delivers strike 1 on the outs versus righties and lefties against Port Angeles as the on breaking ball against Zach Thomas. Throw a slider / curveball, anything breaking a witch. And against lefties, his primary secondary. So 1-2 after the setup high fastball. Setup pitch. It is all about pitch sequencing. He did.
Right.
And then if he throws, it's very hard to see. Of the third pitch, and he has led off each of the.
Yeah, Will Armbruster kind of slipping with those after the. Ultimately, Will Armbruster getting him with the change, like you said, most confident pitch. Will
get a called strike on Jack Holman. Armbruster top of the third. Lefties Miller. Armbruster's battery mate Charlie Somm, and the 1-1 is swung. Fastballs is throwing away to lefty, glove side. So now the 1-2. That looked like it was probably going to be credited as a hit to Jack. So Jack Holman, I believe,
towards the pitcher's mound from short. Now check to first where Jack Holman board. To the lefty's credit 1. To Nick Oakley put out fielding percentage 1,000. So we'll see how that changes.
Play for anyone to make, especially even a sure handoff by Nick Oakley, and of the bat. And the glove and then throw over. 1-1 strikeouts through 2 1/3 innings. And we've talked about Armbruster's success over his.
Not many base runners, no earned runs in Will Armbruster's last 11 innings coming into today.
Oakley pops one high to the right.
The ball was in play. So good streak for Will. And see if that continues today. Both solid on the board first with 3 on Friday.
Time around, Armbruster misses low with the fastball. A fake bunt runner on first base is Jack Holman after his Luke Saunders a little stare down on his way back in.
And smooth mouthfeel finish that satisfies with every spoonful. Indulgent and delicious. This is ice cream. You will never settle for less. We truly are, pound for pound, the best around.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending.
Deposit checks are powered by members and the you more than
Supporting healthy lifestyles.
As a local wholesale bakery,
Pleasure to be with you here on July 4th. We thank you all. Justin Miller back the order for Daniel Jernan for the first pitch. Misses low and away to Daniel Jernan. Just 3 base runners for swing and a miss on a breaking ball from Miller. Yields strike 1 to Daniel Jernan. 1-1 the count, no outs. Bottom third of Jernan, another tag, and basically bag and Jernan. But either way, he's
Angeles infield and tough to make a play with the pressure of beating it earlier. Mr. Consistent leads the Bells in hits also, but they have cleanly grounded those ground balls. It's just the throw to first has been off the mark. And
you know you have to be fast. Great speed, get down the line. Third stolen base. Certainly just take bases. Kim Holman wants to appeal to the infield of Hawaii. Third for strike 2, another full count for the payoff from the tag. And after his first full count to Riley Parker, and executed pitches deep in the count. Espinoza trying to pull a pickoff for the second time. Pumps in an inside fastball, gets a strike. Knight was
Saunders just a batter ago against Bronson Rivera.
Now Thomas couldn't back it up, could not, and then advanced to score. First run across as the Bells take the first.
Fortunate for Port Angeles, Shea Thomas second bag.
At the plate, took ball, and the Mastodon from Purdue Fort Wayne University. 2 down, bottom of the third, Belly and 1 count. Walk puts him on first base back quickly, but Hinkleman gets the barrel around so fast, and his rips it right at you. That can turn first base into
calm and cool, and then when he unlooked, when the Bells got a good look at his power.
Charlie Somm at the play ahead, 0-2. 3 strikeouts already on the dirt. Hinkleman takes off towards second, a bit slow. 1-2 the count to Charlie Somm, and yet another runner in scoring position. As Cole Hinkleman leads off of second, not getting any inning. Another backwards K for Justin Miller. His
mouthfeel finish that satisfies with a friend, or keep it all to yourself. Once you taste.
When people come before
deposit checks
manage debit and credit cards,
and send money, just like
right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU.
Supporting academic success. Healthy lifestyles.
In the top of the fourth, I turnover play by.
Got to do the same last night and a couple times back in Port Angeles. It's always enjoyable. With good chemistry and a couple of broadcasters here in the West Coast League. Sure.
And I'll tell you right now, that's the wrong call.
Up immediately in front of home base and landed on the fair side of the first baseline. Still in the as it was called a foul ball. And now Adam Gieslin coming out to the home base.
Caught it off the end of the bat, dribbled it straight into the turf and towards the first base foul line. Somm got out of his squat very quick. The ball had traveled on the other side of the foul line into foul territory by the
field. And Emilio Corona scooping it up back there. With a base hit is Javi Espinoza. Espinoza with a leadoff hit.
So what Adam Gieslin was coming out to talk to the umpire about angle at where the ball was.
Now the first pitch to Coleman Schmidt. Honest over there. Ryan Carlson and Taylor Lundquist with you on missing upstairs this time from Armbruster. Changeup 81. And now Will giving up a leadoff hit. Now the 2-0 missing downstairs. No bunt shown from Coleman Schmidt there. 3 balls and no strikes. Coleman Schmidt, tall, 6'2", 190, bats right.
And that is merely a fake bunt. on to fake bunt just to throw the pitcher off maybe a little bit. And
who is sitting down the third base 19. They played together for the Bells that summer. And Justin also teammates collegiately with Will Davis at second. He makes the grab for out number 1 in the top of the 4th.
The umpires, it seemed as though Armbruster started pressing a little bit, ended up getting behind, and Coleman Schmidt then took a break, took a breath, relaxed, worked all.
Or the home base turf in front of the home. The out ultimately. Now 1 ball, 1 strike to Garrett Lake. Missing up high.
And honestly, I would not be surprised.
Upstairs, fastball. It was high and away.
I'm wrong.
There, the 3-1 missing up high again. That's free pass of the night to Garrett Lake. He takes first. 2 runners on for. Also struck shortstop Riley Parker. The throw to first, coming into first for top of the 4th inning.
That is such a tough pick, and on the transfer
earlier, grounder to get control of, but nonetheless, and make that throw to first. Now a mound visit from pitching coach Jim Clem to walk, but is in for the mound visit.
Is out there. Like, here's the thing, great of a coach he is.
Yes.
Because he just goes out there, and his job is just to call.
Calming from Armbruster. Inside against the left-handed batter. Series as portion of the zone. Bryce Matt just on the bottom edge. So the 3 into his glove and makes the routine to A.J. Davis, and the Will Armbruster is through 4. He struck out swinging in the second and getting things started. Good. Gotten out of trouble. The only run scored. Grounded out at first. Then throw ended up on the left field. 2 strikes to Sterling.
All about 365
against the lefties.
And count and not controlling the pitch.
Sterling. 2 balls, 2 set for the 1-2 on the score. And so the first hit by pitch of the ball game comes from Justin Miller. And
by pitch.
Might have just gotten the
tad bit of extra shoulder.
Back at first. Game Justin Miller out in his 4th inning of work. Bunchos fouled straight back. And what?
He looked back at the call that umpires don't miss. So I'm
Holman behind the dish. We'll never know. Now Riley Parker grounding into a double to second. Javi Espinoza was there. Shea Thomas there.
Double play. The exact opposite of what you were. Strike 1 thrown into A.J.
When he needed it, he was in a little bit of a slump. It's everybody rooting for him. 180. Davis swinging over the breaking ball, clearing the bases as he grounds into a double play. The 2-2. Off speed, couple chirp. So another on your home for Bells Bay.
The crack on your windshield, however, is an unwelcome at affordable prices and work with anywhere else. Mount Baker Auto Glass on home.
It's nice. Don't share your yard with it that will take care of your pest problem and enjoy the warmer weather. Service you trust, experience you expect. Visit them today at biobug.com.
It's Bells Baseball on 98.9 KBay.
Of the 5th, 87 mile an hour. Out swinging in the 3rd, the 0-1. Foul.
To a nothing start, struck out in his.
Count to Garrett Lake through 4 innings. For the lefties so far is Zach Thomas.
Actually came in as thoroughly surprised until, and in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, lefties have for the lefties, but will also fill in at the dish. Single tap to home plate. Armbruster count remains. Bells up season. Outs top of the 5th, the 0-2. The fast one up the 4-hole. Davis coming up. He really had to get there to the grounder to make the play.
Between ended infielder of A.J. Davis doesn't miss balls like that as the first one's fouled off to
Armbruster. The 0-1. The speed of Nick Oakley. Top of the order too. Luke Son. That was the one where
the way in was breaking ball first pitch. Gets the called strike against some direction.
Now it was a great play by Charlie Som to track down that strand 1. At 3 groundouts. Time for the run with Dinger. Halfway from 98.9 KBay. And online. bottom of the fifth, and a new pitcher on the mound.
New pitcher for the Lefties, Kota Sato from Edmonds College. There's a fastball high and tight. Two against the Pippins. Went 4-2 pitch for the first batter by Kota Sato.
Down to the ankles this afternoon, rather. And he is in position to is the man at the plate with Corona on first. First pitch to Jernan.
Kota Sato going to be
strike two to Jernan. Another curve in as the breaking ball down the way gets away. Jack Holman.
There. Because on him to come back up, but it just slipped down through as Sato.
He works quickly, real quickly.
Very quick.
Yeah, like we talked about last night.
The splitter that he throws primarily against left-handers.
And 0-2 the count. Cost strikeouts for Miller. Good start for the Lefties. The 0-2 grounder. Emilio Corona 90 feet away at third.
2-0 ball game. The extra run. And Malachi Knight 0 for 1 with a walk so far today, and now
graduating high school senior this spring. He will go to UCLA in the fall, and he fouls the 1-0 down the left field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Knight out back into the backstop. 2 ball noon Sunday. Beautiful day. Now mid-70s here at Joe Martin. Not in time. And back a little bit. So Malachi Knight safe.
By Coleman Schmidt. Diving the diamond on a knee. Shift scored 2 runs as they lead 2-0 in the bottom.
Malachi Knight grounded out to third base at first. Cole Hinkleman, next man at the plate. The 2 ahead in the count, 3-0 with last night off also, and was in the starting rotation on the very front of the track. And he makes the second run of the night for the Bells, getting the first hit of the afternoon for the Bells and K-Bay, and online at 989kbay.com.
Swinging away in the at-bat. This time actually told to put a sack bunt to ABC Baseball.
Yes, we shows the change. And Trevor Barth, a sophomore at Grays. Don't know much about Trevor Barth. Count in the top of the fourth and struck out in the second, the 2-0.
Blake will give himself the green light almost every time on 3-0. We'll see if he pulls the trigger, if he gets a good one.
In fact, watch a strike one. On a good pitch to pull the trigger on. As it misses down and away, ball 4.
0 for 1 today. This has not really been
of that as the first pitch, swing and a miss by Shea Thomas. Parents. Runners at first and second, the 0-1. Here in the top of the 6th.
And that was a very quick decision by the third base coach for the Port Angeles. Espinoza was the victim of his throw from left.
And that's a good point you make. We saw that in the very first. Really saw him? Yes, it was. To get the tag out. But the left now at the plate, bases loaded for Bryce Matthews.
And I said in the pregame.
Curve. Bells ahead 2 runs to 0. Foul right into the left leg of Bryce Matthews.
That does not feel good.
Yeah, Bryce Monday. The 1-2. 2-2 the count. 1 out, top of the 6th. Back to first. He doesn't, so and trail 2 runs.
Our infielders in, just us. But I heard exactly what Hinkleman heard. Really saw him should have been saying 4-4 to make it a 1-run ball game. He just listened to someone. It's usually
down to second. Tag out in plenty of time. Runner at first. And trail the Bells 2-1. We go to the bottom of the inning, leading off for home for Bells baseball night. Is Taylor Lundquist.
Well, Joe Sinclair is he was actually, in fact, the one that gave bottom of the 6th.
Joe Sinclair, handed batter Charlie Slom, 0 for 2 on the night. Side, Charlie Slom. 1 strikeout, giving up 1 run to the Bells. Also, 3 balls, 2 strikes. First batter faced to Slom, the pitch. Missing.
Sinclair is a pitcher for just confidence, and you need to believe has that mindset before Sterling, who will play with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Gained some of that confidence with a favorable pitching matchup for on the passed ball. On no out
in Game 3 after a
first couple there from Joe Sinclair. The kick playing the DH tonight. And would curve ball from Sinclair. Trying to
add that one
for Sinclair. And like good line. Beautiful.
Taking about an hour and a half drive back down to Bellevue, Washington, and get the
next with it straight up for out number. And so was third and Grayson Sterling.
Third base. All he had to do was beat that first pitch.
We'll play balloons and cupcakes in the clubhouse on Monday after the 4th
stretch. Host one territory. Game set in Port Angeles. Apple Sox. First of 2 series in non-league.
A few non-conference. And 1-2 missing inside this time. Off pitch. Missing outside. Mound visit. Coming his way. Angeles in the field. Bottom of the 6th inning and leading off Bells in a new arm for
him once before. It came within D 4 miles an hour.
Well, not pitcher. That's not his title. Usually where?
Generally just
box. How do you like that?
Have third is Slom. Parker advances 2 runners in scoring position.
More act. That one's got slides across.
Tacked. Charlie Slom far. That's all you can say. Garrett Lake just throw in time.
Yeah, Bills takes a rip at time for Port Angeles while they work on their bullpen. If I heard you correctly, the 0-1 fouled straight back into the
Sinclair's outing. The earned run does not go to Richie Amave.
Parker was dancing a little bit. No balls, 2 strikes to Emilio is Bryce Matthews. And he corrals it with his left glove. Parker. And Davis brings home Charlie Slom on a sac fly to center field. Bells add 1 more for a total of 3, and they lead the point. Have the top of the 7th for you. Bay and online at 98. Top of the 7th, ball 1 delivered. Runners on the corners. In the top.
Unbelievable out of a 7 hitter.
Charging to his left and quick. Thomas is at second. And that was
2 base knocks. And Zach Thomas with a leadoff double.
A little more delayed than I thought. Yesterday our golf game was.
Do you want to say it on air, or do you want to hold it to yourself?
On air. But I am proud of myself for keeping a.
You finished above 30 shots.
Far above. Now the ground pushing Zach Thomas to third to the plate, and he represents the top.
Could be any number.
It's true.
Text
you.
Okay.
Nate Oakley.
I say it wrong.
That's what you and I are with by Nick Oakley and fouled into the netting. 1 ball. Zach Thomas over at third. Left center. It's going to drop. On trailing 3.
Leadoff man. See, that advanced Zach Thomas to third. Single going the other way. Actual substitution coming in. Taku.
That to me all goes. Thankfully, I get you here in the booth with me.
And you don't have to go through the rock.
2 strikes to Takuto Kataoka. And Luis Aviles taking over for Cole Hinkleman with a play over there. The 1-2 now fouled straight back. That was Nick Oakley with a single getting to first. That's when I first noticed it. And 1 ball and 2 strikes to count to Takuto Kataoka, who led things off for the Lefties last night. First, the throw from Slom. He's got a bolt. And the Lefties forgot that Zach Thomas, 9 KV. Out to deep right.
Kataoka.
Slider cutting back in, missing. Blew out in the third, grounded out in the fifth, and now the 1-1 off speed. Bronson.
It goes from a 74-mile-an-hour fastball to a 71-mile-an-hour curveball.
That's a good point. An inning of work.
I'm wondering in a baseball sense if you can.
Second baseman Javi Espinoza takes a couple of strides, makes the play to first. Game with the Bells in front of the Port Angeles Lefties. You make a good point there. Richie not throwing too much heat, so that one technically not an off-speed.
For some reason, Richie Amavisca has the
0-1 missing down and away to Malachi Knight. That's 4 out.
Previous appearance versus the Bells.
Yeah.
He only faced one guy, got a double play, got out of the inning.
And he flares one into center. And it's going to drop in the middle. Opposite field into right center. And we saw that last night too, just dropping in front of all three.
Especially because that was not a really true pop fly. That was more of kind of like a little.
Just the right distance, just the right speed, just the right height. Ball in the third, that's it. A couple of flyouts around that already. Now a liner down the left field line. It's going to drop, get all the way back to Vilas to second. With a.
That's what Malachi Knight brings you on the base paths. He took off on the pitch, and Avilas just put one right over the head of third baseman of the seventh.
2 flutters, one in there, strike one. Glance back to second from him. Struck out his first couple times at the plate tonight. Then walked on a full count in the sixth to lead things off. He would be brought home. Is right and get in front of that ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Presented right now.
I agree. Please there at short. Makes the play over to more. All 1s and 0s on the score. Tyler Lundquist to take us home on this 4th of July. Eighth, and I'm going to quickly turn over the play-by-play duties to my broadcast partner, Tyler Lundquist.
Well, leadoff man of the inning for the Lefties is Javi. Lefties so far, 4-2 lead for Bellingham. 2-1 count to Espinoza. New pitcher on the bump for the Bellingham Bells. Just only 1 hit given up. Allowed 2 walks and a total of 8 strikeouts as that one misses again. Count scored a run in each of the last 3 innings.
Been back and forth. Blue uniforms on this 4th of July.
And now delivers strike 2 into Javi. And now the 3-2 grounded over to Avilas. He will flip it on to Tucker. That's out number 1. Very clean. He was 0 for 3 today. 2 groundouts and a pop-up today. Who has, in the last couple of weeks, his batting average does not begin to show. And heads all the way up 6 hits to 3 for the Bells. After allowing a couple. Lefties fielders. 2-0 from Justin Tucker. Play can Emilio Corona slams into the fence down the right field line. And comes up hobbling just a little. The count goes to 2-1. Justin Tucker home plate with his mask off. Wearing the.
Justin Tucker under his navy blue Bells ball cap is got that fell off the back of his PLU baseball cap, and I found out this weekend that you could guess it as Tucker delivers strike 2, now the 2-2.
2-2 is in at the belt of Coleman Schmidt for both.
Okay.
My first is Emilio Corona.
Okay, and then what's your second guess?
My second is Daniel Jernin.
With one of them.
Okay.
Somehow you got it right. I'd like to know why you guessed those two first off.
Now, hold on. Let me.
Hold on.
The 3-2 from Tucker is popped foul by Jernin at Bellevue College.
Jernin at Lower Columbia College.
Even better. And
I think is in.
Good guess. Schmidt fouls it back again. That's the 3rd consecutive foul ball on a full count.
But one of them is the team barber.
And Here's my final guess.
Okay.
Emilio Corona.
You were so close. Coleman Schmidt, he takes first. So I asked Jordan about that, and it's his title, and I can't wait to ask.
Because I think Corona's got a bet. Was recently walked in a 9-pitch at bat against Justin Tucker.
Haircut, and Emilio Corona, he's got a shorter cut, similar. Maybe Emilio's gotten one himself from Jordan. I don't know.
Bells still lead 4-2. That one misses 2 walks today. How about this?
Accept that.
Awesome.
I will gladly accept that.
Awesome. And that is a casual outnumbered ballpark. Nonetheless, Malachi Knight into the dugout. 2 outs, top of the A.J. Davis at second, and that is the end of the inning. No harm for Joe, and online at 9-8.
Unexpected but warm up at the top to keep the power running. Now I'd like you to imagine a constant stream of loose change.
Four runs to 10. Richie almost threw 32 pitches. This is Grayson Sterling in.
Be the thinking. Then look to the bullpen.
And new addition in Luke stayed till the end to greet the coach. Not to use him here in Bellingham. First pitch down 1 and significant. Who just came in to run for Grayson Sterling. Not Jack Holman with a great throwdown. That's out.
He's conscience and his mind not having to worry on the mound.
My favorite word. And he breaking ball for strike and out play.
Ball soaking up the rays.
It's been fun, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty. But you burn. Matthews makes the grab.
Ali's on the mound. Third. I was right for Amavisca when he's been on the mound.
You're always right, Ryan. Back in the 6th inning that scored Charlie. Gets the sign from of sorts.
Mixing it up out.
Ball at 72 for strike. 2-2 the count. And less. And now he's gone. Kicks and fires, payoff, misses out, has walks. Coming into today's 3 plate appearances so far today.
Amavisca tossed in a 3rd ball to load the count on a full count. Richie just...
I personally love it. I think that's where force out to get out of the Bryce Matthews from Bells. 98.9 K-Bay and two leadoff English, the 6 out
time being.
You're absolutely right.
At least very, very happy. Yes.
2 ground. First baseline, 2 a ton at.
Came in for the top of the 8th.
Parker short as up steps at. First to Zach Thomas on lead. Bell's looking long series victory.
9 games and then got some
right under it and 6 out save this season. 1 hit. What will be.
And this the final the course of the remaining
1, but these teams for the rest of this.
But yeah,
Daniel Jernin corrals it with a round the single inning and the 4-2.
A little more exciting. Bell's dugout. Well, 9 minutes.